Bobby Rydell, the popular teen heartthrob singer who rose to fame in the 1950s, has tragically at age 79. The singer passed away on Tuesday from pneumonia, Variety has reported. Rydell was a huge singer throughout the 50s and 60s, and he also became well known during the later part of his career for joining the trio, the Golden Boys, alongside Fabian Forte and Frankie Avalon. Together, the three men spent years selling out concerts and stealing the hearts of fans all over the world. But whatever happened to them? In the wake of Rydell's sad passing, Female has checked in on the other members of the band and uncovered everything they've accomplished since their time in the Golden Boys. Bobby Rydell, the popular teen heartthrob singer who rose to fame in the 1950s, has tragically at age 79. He is pictured with his Golden Boys bandmates in 2008. Rydell was a huge singer throughout the 50s, and he also became well known during the later part of his career for joining the trio, alongside Fabian and Frankie Avalon. But what happened to them? In the wake of Rydell's passing, Female uncovered everything his bandmates have accomplished since their time in the Golden Boys. Rydell's devastating comes just days before his 80th birthday, and was confirmed by his longtime friend and radio star Jerry Blavat. Out of all the kids from that era, Blavat said, he had the best pipes and was the greatest entertainer. He told the best stories, did the best impersonations, and was the nicest guy. Rydell was most known for his hit songs Volare, Kissin' a Time, and Wild One, and throughout his decades-long career, the star has landed more than 30 songs on the US Billboard chart. He also branched out into acting, landing a few big roles, including the movie adaptation of the play, Bye, Birdie. In 1985, he teamed up with other former teen stars Avalon and Fabian to form the Golden Boys, and together, the trio performed for many years. From multiple marriages and divorces to run-ins with the law, here's what the other two members of the trio are doing now, more than 35 years after the Golden Boys was formed. Frankie Avalon. Avalon was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on September 18, 1940. Avalon is pictured in 1972 and in 2022. He landed his first big break in 1952, at the age of 12, when he played trumpet during a Honeymooners sketch on The Jackie Gleason Show. He is pictured in 1960. Before joining the Golden Boys, he landed 31 singles on the US Billboard chart, including his songs Venus, Why, Just Ask Your Heart, and I'll Wait for You. He is pictured in 1970. Avalon was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, on September 18, 1940. He landed his first big break in 1952, at the age of 12, when he played trumpet during a Honeymooners sketch on The Jackie Gleason Show. As a teen, he and Rydell were actually in a band together called Rocco and the Saints. He then went on to launch a major music career, landing 31 singles on the US Billboard chart from 1958 to 1962, including his songs Venus, Why, Just Ask Your Heart, and I'll Wait for You. In the 1950s and 60s, Avalon swept the nation, reigning the charts with his songs and selling out numerous tours. He also acted, starring in movies like The Alamo in 1960, war movie Operation Bikini, Musical Beach Party, and Dick Clark's Good Ola Days. As for his TV credits, he made appearances in Love, American Style, The Big Crosby Show, The Patty Duke Show, Sonic Drive-In, and Happy Days. Later on in his career, Avalon created his own health and vitamins line, called Frankie Avalon Products. He is pictured in 2015. He also acted, making his film debut in the 1960 Western Guns of the Timberland with Alan Ladd. He then went on to star in movies like The Alamo in 1960, Panic in Year Zero. Alongside Ray Milland, war movie Operation Bikini, Musical Beach Party, Dick Clark's Good Ola Days, I'll Take Sweden, comedy Sergeant Head, racing movie Fireball 500, Skidoo in 1968, the horror movie Blood Song, and Casino alongside Robert De Niro, to name a few. He also lent his voice to the anime movie Alakazam the Great and sang the title song for the sci-fi flick Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. As for his TV credits, he made appearances in Love, American Style, The Big Crosby Show, The Patty Duke Show, Sonic Drive-In, and Happy Days. In 1978, the starred in the beloved musical Grease as a character named Teen Angel, performing the song Beauty School Dropout. The movie The Idolmaker was rumored to be based on his and Fabian's early careers, however, he later denied most of the film's events. Later on in his career, Avalon created his own health and vitamins line, called Frankie Avalon Products. In 2015, he published his own cookbook, called Frankie Avalon's Italian Family Cookbook, and in 2021, he performed on Dancing with the Stars. In 2015, he published his own cookbook, called Frankie Avalon's Italian Family Cookbook. In 2021, he performed on Dancing with the Stars. He is pictured on the show. He married a beauty pageant winner named Catherine Rydell in 1963 after they met playing cards at a friend's house. Together, they had 8 children. They are pictured in 2015. Their first son, Frankie Jr., is most known for starring in the original Karate Kid. He is also a musician. Avalon's their eldest son, Tony, plays guitar. Both have joined Avalon on tour. He married a beauty pageant winner named Catherine Rydell in 1963 after they met playing cards at a friend's house. Together, they had 8 children and 10 grandchildren. Their first son, Frankie Jr., launched a career of his own and is most known for starring in the original Karate Kid. He is also a musician. Avalon's second eldest son, Tony, plays guitar and taught at the Rock Nation School. Both of them have joined their dad on his various tours. He now spends most of his time touring, performing in a few shows throughout 2019 and 2021, and is currently set to take the stage at the Maxwell C. King Center for the Performing Arts on April 23rd and 24th. Fabian Forte. Fabian hails from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and he was born on February 6, 1943. He is pictured in 1959 and in 2013. Fabian was discovered by Chancellor Records owners Bob Marcucci and Peter DeAngelis while they were scouting Philadelphia neighborhoods in search of teen talent. Fabian hails from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and he was born on February 6, 1943. He was discovered by Chancellor Records owners Bob Marcucci and Peter DeAngelis while they were scouting South Philadelphia neighborhoods in search of teen talent. He made his first album while also working part-time in a pharmacy and studying at South Philadelphia High School. His song Shivers was his first big hit and it got the attention of Dick Clark, who invited him to play at an event. Clark later wrote of the performance, "The little girls at the hop went wild. They started screaming and yelling for this guy who didn't do a thing but stand there. I've never seen anything like it." Fabian then became a worldwide sensation. He went on to release many big hits, including I'm a Man, Turn Me Loose, Hound Dog Man, and Tiger. His first album, called Hold That Tiger, reached the top 15 within 2 weeks. Besides singing, he was also a huge actor, starring in A Bullet for Pretty Boy, Hound Dog Man, High Time, North to Alaska, Mr. Hobbs Takes a Vacation, and The Longest Day. He has been married 3 times, tying the knot with his first wife, Kathleen Reagan, in 1966. They are pictured in 1968. They had 2 children together, named Christian and Julie, before going their separate ways in 1975. Fabian is pictured with son Christian in 1997. After graduating high school, Fabian decided to leave Chancellor Records, despite his major success, stating that he felt controlled and like a puppet. After that, he began to focus on acting, with his first role being the 1959 movie Hound Dog Man. He also starred in High Time with Bing Crosby, Western North to Alaska, 1961 movie Love in a Goldfish Bowl, the comedy Mr. Hobbs Takes a Vacation, war film The Longest Day, and Fireball 500 alongside Avalon. He later admitted that the pressures of fame caused him to turn to drinking during the 60s. He also posed nude for Playboy magazine in the 70s, but later said he regretted it. In 1973, he returned to singing and landed a show at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. He continued to perform for a few more years until he had a run-in with the law in 1977. He allegedly attacked a Las Vegas district attorney while on a plane, however, no charges were ever brought against Fabian for the incident. He then took a break from performing for 4 years before he returned to the stage in 1981. He then joined the Golden Boys, whom he toured with for many years. After the movie The Idolmaker came out in 1980, Fabian launched a $64 million lawsuit against the creators, claiming that it made him look like a totally manufactured singer, a mere pretty face without any singing ability.